So how can you, as an adult, feel like you belong to some sort of group? Because it's even tougher now.
Great question. I think the first time I didn't feel a sense of belonging was actually related to orchestra. So,
Yeah.
by the way, my life is littered with belonging traumas. I'm adopted, so my biological mom says you don't
Oof.
belong here from day one. My dad abandoned me when I was 2, my adoptive dad, so he told me he doesn't belong in our
Jesus.
family. And then I was an immigrant when I was 8. I moved to the United States, didn't speak a word of English, and I was kind of
An outsider
negotiating
again.
identities.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and then when I got to the 4th grade, the first thing they do in 4th grade is like, who wants to try out for choir? There's 25 kids in the class, and me and Eugene from Russia did not get into choir. So me and Eugene sat every Friday afternoon listening to kids harmonizing down the hall, and we were just completely othered. And then I
Oh,
just and it
that's
sucked.
tough.
So, I mean, who cares? Let the freaking children go sing, anyway.
Yeah.
Stupid mistakes. To answer your question, the way I like to think about it, number one is figuring out your belonging archetype. I basically came out with 4 personas. You can go belongingquest.com/quiz, find that quiz. It'll tell you what you are, tell you what you need to do. It's eager belonger, which are represented as a chimp, anxious belonger, represented as a meerkat, reluctant belonger, represented as a snow leopard, and independent belonger, represented as a wolf. And your listeners probably get images of those kinds of folks. Chimps are running around, meerkats are scared, snow leopards are alone, and wolves can do whatever they want. So
I like
basically,
that.
you choose your persona, and then you figure out what does your belonging fuel tank look like.
Yeah.
Unlike any fuel tank, the belonging fuel tank takes any kind of fuel, and it can be a bunch of things, and each one has a percentage. Hanging out with your wife, 10%. Hanging out with your children, 15%. Doing the podcast, 5%, and so on and so forth.
Right.
And then you probably will have some, emptiness, 5%, 10%. What you need to do, or anybody else, they need to figure out, are these belonging paths good for me?
Mm.
And then how can I address the delta between 100 and whatever I have to fill that loneliness in? And in the book, I present 30, 40 different types. I assign them to the personality, and then I give you a test for how to figure it out. I call it the
Perfect.
5 C's of belonging.
And The Quest is your book. And where can people get more information or buy the book?
If you want to check it out, Amazon, obviously Amazon, and you can get it. You can go on belongingquest.com, download some free chapters. Check out my socials at Dan Berger, where I write about it all the time. Email me if you want to talk about it. I'm not a consultant, I'm not a service provider. This is my gift to the world, and it's my way of, starting my new business, which is a chain of retreat centers for corporate offsites.
That's awesome. Everyone check out danjberger.com. Get his book, The Quest. Hope you guys feel like you belonged to this episode, and we will see you guys in the next one.